Hello to Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea.
Hello.
It's time for another episode of everybody's favorite everyman, Crazy Uncle Steve, the musical.
I got plates in me head and I live with me mother. Who could it be? It could be no other.
Crazy Uncle Steve, selling fake deeds like you would not believe. Crazy Uncle Steve, unique to see.
So hard to be. I was born on a boat, won by a sailor in a poker game. I'm not really sure if he was me fodder, but when he sold me, he got change for his dollar. Grew up in a coal mine, a baby at work. Me teachers were shovels, me lessons were dirt.
Crazy Uncle Steve, hard-working babe, no one could save. Crazy Uncle Steve, unique to see.
So hard to be. Lost all me memories and me marriage to Sandy, to the whiskey drink. But I'll muddle through with me old pal Jerry, and I don't care what you might think.
Oh, crazy Uncle Steve, it could only be him.
It could only be me.
It could only be him.
It could only be me.
It could only be him.
It could only...
It could only be...
me. Ba-da-ba-boop-bop.
Wow, tonight's episode, Happy Fleet. We go now to a musty little living room in Peoria, Illinois. Peoria, Illinois.
Mother, it's a beautiful day. Why aren't you outside?
That rascal's charging.
You're sitting in here all day watching this brain rot.
To Fox News is all the heart palpitations I need.
Oh, 50 shades of fake rage.
Oh, what that Hannity does to me.
Mother, please.
Shh. They're being historical.
Which is why we, the delegates of the Republican National Convention, are proud to introduce the theme song for this year's election.
It's just like Juarez being here with you. You're just a loophole we jumped right on through. But after all, I need you. I do. Anchor baby, my anchor baby. It seems a bit cruel that you were born just so I could live north of the border. Because I love you, I swear that I do. Anchor baby, my anchor baby. Ooh, I love you. Ooh, I do. Politicians won't exploit you as much as I do. Ooh, Please be an assassin.
Oh,
Mother, look who it is. Me old pal Jerry, the magical Jerlin himself.
hi, Mrs. Steve's mom.
Mother, would you say hi to Jerry? You known him since he was 6 years old.
He was straight then.
Well, back then, I was just hanging out with Susie Zerth a lot because she was the surrogate mother of my Cabbage Patch doll, Delilah. My parents wouldn't let me have one because boys weren't supposed to play with dollies.
Sure.
But then we got into a bad custody battle because Susie liked to play divorce. She'd say, I've got the adoption certificate. You're never going to see your daughter again. Then she'd make me bang on the front door screaming, Delilah! Delilah! Those were dark times. It was very Edward Albee.
You see, Mother? All you had to do was say hello. Can't take her anywhere.
Not until the rascal's charged.
Come into the kitchen, Jerry. There's less propaganda.
I stand by my...
If that don't sum it up. I know what you mean, Jer, about dollies. Mother bought me a He-Man action figure, but I wasn't allowed to play with it unless we were both wearing sweaters.
Oof, wish I had a physique like He-Man's.
Oh, I don't know. He's only 5 inches tall.
That's true. It's just hard to find a guy who's into another guy who's shaped like a female fertility symbol.
Oh, he's out there for you, don't worry. When you know, you know. Like me and Sandy. Ah, Jer, I'll never forget the first time I laid eggs on her.
I know, but I just feel like I have a better chance of meeting that special someone if I change everything about myself.
What could it hurt? I say go for it. I'll even help you. Oh, first, we'll devise an exercise plan. How do you feel about running?
Mostly, I feel it in my shins.
Never mind then. We'll start with walking.
Where?
Anywhere. The point is that you're walking.
That sounds abstract and it's scaring me.
Imagine that. An art teacher afraid of abstractionism.
Well, this is more like a math abstraction. Maybe I should just go to a professional trainer.
Oh, and why don't you just burn your wallet, set it on fire? You forget that in high school, by sophomore year, I was already captain of the football team. By junior year, I'd made lieutenant.
Are you sure you're not confusing that with your Navy years?
Oh, these plates in me head. The neighbors must be using the microwave.
Son, come in here. TV says we're at war.
Oh, with who now, Mother? That's the third time this week for this channel.
I'm telling ya, an enemy armada is headed for the east coast of these United States.
Uh-oh.
But batten the cannons! Load the horses! Me life has purpose again! All swabbies on deck! Why, we'll fight to the last man against the evil... Who?
The French.
Napoleon's demon seed! Don't be nervous, Jer. I know how these naval recruiters work. Just let me do all the talking.
I don't know about all this. What if I get captured? I don't handle conflict all that well.
What? Sure you do.
I do? Okay, I do. Here are the launch codes.
Nah, all right, settle down. Jer, think of the positives. You wanted to get fit, didn't you?
Yeah?
You wanted to meet a bunch of new guys? And then we'll all be trapped in a submarine, so your chances will be great.
Submarine? What's that?
Now don't get scared. It's just a boat, but underwater.
Like the Titanic?
Well, no, but it's long and it's big and it's full of seamen.
Ooh, where do I sign?
Walked into that one, didn't I?
Hello, recruits.
And lovely to be here. Why, I was just telling me, matey, I'm so glad we have a foreign menace to focus on again.
Actually, I'm kind of disturbed how people in our own country are hiding behind the religious freedoms granted by the Bill of Rights to keep other people from having rights.
I told you, stick with the foreign menace rap.
If there's one thing I like to see, I love to see, it's blind patriotic rage. But the fact is, the media has really blown this situation way out of proportion.
Now, I'm a Navy man like himself. No need to sugarcoat it. We're prepared for any threat.
No, really, an admiral commanding the French submarine Baguette 1 has gone rogue, and well, it's threatening to reclaim the Statue of Liberty. But there's no weapons on board or anything, so we're just sending one of our own subs to intercept it. And the French government, they're fully cooperating, so no need for you guys to enlist.
The old reverse psychology. I knew it all.
Guys, we've got this.
Listen, Pollywog, I've been delisted from the Navy once, and now I'm here to be relisted in this time of national travesty.
Look, I'm trying to be delicate about this, but you two aren't exactly in fighting seaman shape. This one looks like a female fertility symbol for...
Thanks.
Well, and you've got scars all over a bald head.
Let's just say, the next time you're at a The Who concert, don't jump on stage. Sure, they make you think it's all Anne Margaret swimming in beans until you get there, and then thwack-a-mole, thwack-a-mole.
That's true. To this day, whenever he hears Pinball Wizard, he goes into seizures.
Now, don't tell him that.
He sure plays a mean pinball.
Why'd you give away all me secrets? He's an art teacher.
Don't you dare.
And he doesn't like using crayons.
That's not true.
But it's all the school district can afford.
No, they're great. They're really super easy and not messy at all. I love them, as do all my students.
He thinks if he complains, they'll just cut arts funding altogether.
Yay, crayons.
Just so we're clear, this isn't a prank, right?
I am for serious.
Right. See, my wife's a music teacher, and she goes through the exact same struggle every school year. And her school district even has money.
Oh, are they hiring?
Look, the press has already blown this whole thing out of proportion. But if there's one thing the media loves more than a war, it's a war hero.
If this be my burden. Fortunately, I have a closet full of Punisher t-shirts, and I'm fully prepared to eat the hearts of my enemies.
The United States hasn't done that since the Indian Wars, sir. Well, I was talking about this pleasantly plump little man with the craypaw-colored fingertips here. I'm going to call in some favors and make sure Jerry is on our sub that's going to go intercept the baguette. You'll come back a war hero. We'll see if the school district dares to cut a funding then if a war hero's there.
Oh, Steve, I'm going to be a Navy person. And I'm so very happy for you.
And you, sir.
Yes?
You can drive him to the port of call.
So happy.
Stay tuned for part 2 of Crazy Uncle Steve later in this broadcast.